A lot of people ask, why were the Maccabees so gung-ho about building the temple? What is it about the temple that makes everybody, all of the Jewish people all over the world, always just, that's what we do. That's what it's about. That's our dream. That's our goal. And when you think about it, you know, you go and you see the Pantheon in Greece, and you see the Roman Forum, and you see the different temples, and you say, well, what's so special, you know? So you build a temple, and you have got walls, and you got a couple vessels. Maybe they're gold. I mean, it's nice, but like, what? What's special about it? And I think the answer is like trying to tell someone who is blind why it's so worthwhile to see. And someone who's blind, there's no way that he'll ever be able to understand what he's missing. I say, well, I don't understand what I'm missing. You say, well, you know, you can not only hear things, but you'll be able to see them. You say, what does that mean to see them? I mean, I hear them. I hear everything. There's nothing I don't hear. No, but there's a whole new dimension of seeing, which is different than hearing. What does that mean, a whole new? I don't need a whole new. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know, I get along. I hear things. I do pings. I have a cane. I can get around. I don't know what your problem is. And someone is saying there's a whole world that opens up. This is the same thing when we talk about divine providence. Mankind is virtually dead. It's like the difference between someone being dead and alive. And the Jewish people can also be dead and alive. From the time that the temple was destroyed, the Jewish people are virtually dead because we're meant to have a integral relationship with God. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is with the Jewish people in such a manifest fashion that it's obvious to everybody. We have prophets. Prophecy goes together with this divine contact. And as the Jewish people are leaving Israel and the temple is destroyed, so also prophecy is destroyed. We don't have contact. And it's like the difference. You look at a cadaver and you look at a human person, and they both have noses, they both have eyes, they both have feet and hands. The difference is this is alive and this is dead. And that once the temple was destroyed, the Jewish people were virtually killed. And we no longer have this deep contact with Hashem. Now, you say, okay, what does that mean? What is this deep contact? What are you talking about? I can't tell you what I'm talking about because it's a completely different dimension. It's like telling someone who's blind the different colors. Well, there's red and yellow and blue and orange and green. And you say, well, what are you talking about? What are these things? And the concepts are just not here. They're not in the lexicon of modern Western man, because we've built an entire culture predicated on the idea that there is no God. It's all just folklore, or it's all just a matter of niceties. But here we're talking about real contact. We're talking about prophets that God speaks to, and he says exactly what he means, and we know exactly what it is. We have a whole society that's predicated on fear of heaven and on contact with God. And that there's immediate contact. A person speaks Lashon Hara. If he says the wrong thing, boom, all of a sudden he finds himself in a state of leprosy. And it's not a biological leprosy. That's it. His skin is just turned. Whoa, whoa, what happened? Well, you spoke Lashon Hara. What do you expect? We're not there. We don't have this concept at all. It just doesn't exist because God is not manifest amongst the Jewish people the way he was when there is a temple. So when you ask, why do we need the temple? What's it good for? It's like asking, well, what's the difference between a person who's alive and a person who's dead? And just like life is not a question. You say, why do we need life? Similarly, we don't ask the question, why do we need the Beit HaMikdash? Because life to the human being is the Beit HaMikdash to the Jewish people.